everyone! Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing and talking about Mariana's Capillary Schedule, also said as Capillary Schedule. I actually got the question, why is it called Capillary Schedule? Or Capillary Schedule, tomato. And I think my best guess is because of capillary action or capillary action. Capillary action is when you put celery in a cup of like red food dye or something, and then the water, it'll absorb, you know, all of the dye and color into the celery stick itself. And so I think that might be one of the reasons why it's called Capillary Schedule, because the main basis of trying to keep the moisture in is starting from your ends and then working your way up. Just a little science coming at you. But today I'm going to be reviewing the Capillary Schedule by Mariana, and I'll leave her link for her Instagram down below, and anything and everything that I mentioned today. So Mariana, the companies, the products that I mentioned. While Mariana did ask for a testimonial, nothing is, you know, being sponsored. So no one is sponsoring this video. No one is sponsoring me or paying me or anything. This is my complete and 100% opinion, and I promise to be brutally honest. So let's get started. So I found out about the Capillary Schedule through OrganicallyAnna. I will also leave her link for her YouTube channel and Instagram down below, so please check that out. Both Mariana and OrganicallyAnna are super nice, helpful people. They really know their stuff, and I do have to admit that at first, when I was looking into this, you know, I was like, oh, what is a capillary schedule? Can I try on my own? And I was being super cheap. I was like, I don't want to pay for this. I don't want to, you know, jump through like 1,000 hoops, which I did not need to do with the actual capillary schedule that Mariana created for me personally. But I'm a person who likes to, you know, find the most efficient way to go about things. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll make my own. And then, so I did for a month, and I'll actually have a whole video on that in the future. But right now it's about tailbone length, and I want it to be longer. So my hair goals are to grow my hair at least 45 inches, which I think is mid-thigh length. So, and then I was like, you know, I'll just check it out, see how I like it. And so far, I actually really do like it. After 1 month, it is a little hard to tell what, you know, what works and what doesn't. It's just trial and error. I find that with anything and everything, it's literally just seeing what fits you. And what I really like about the schedule that Mariana had created for me, and just talking to her and working with her, is that she really does bend over backwards to make sure you get what you want. I emailed her, I texted her about the shampoos that I wanted to include, which were Purifying Shampoo by Calia and the Hydrating Conditioner by Calia. She recommended these to me, and I will definitely include my feedback on those in this video. But yeah, so she included those, and she was like, oh yeah, like let me tweak it a little more. So she's very, very helpful, and she definitely works with you, compromises, meaning she'll include what you need, but also what you want. So it's, you know, best of both worlds kind of thing. So when I say that I actually had to pay, I honestly think it's worth it, and is a personalized schedule. So it's not something that is like one size fits all, because that is definitely not the case with hair. And I think a capillary schedule is actually probably one of the best ways to grow your hair out as healthily and as best as possible, because my hair is pretty damaged at the ends. As you can see, there's like a lot of color. I did notice that the capillary schedule did help the ends. It does feel a little fuller, and it also does feel a little healthier and silkier. It doesn't tangle as much, so I definitely did notice that. I want to stress that with the capillary schedule, it requires time and patience. I'm not a patient person. I want stuff like right now, but be patient, because hair, like anything, takes time to grow. So my main concern was just that I'm a novice at the capillary schedule. So I did my own DIY capillary schedule, and it was so bare minimum, and while it was kind of like easy, I don't think I was getting what I needed. I wasn't getting that right balance of moisture / hydration, nutrition, and reconstruction or repair mask. One of the things that the capillary schedule does do, it balances all of these things out so that you get exactly what you need. But my biggest concern was just the specifics of the capillary schedule. I am a very specific person. I am very thorough and I overthink things. And so if someone isn't do this like this in XYZ, then I will overthink it hardcore and I will just be like, okay, wait. I was kind of really unsure about how to go about maybe applying a mask, or, you know, how long is, you know, too much or something like that. I did print out the capillary schedule just to keep it with my hair products. And so this is what it looks like. I apologize for its super awful look, but this is what it looks like. So this is the chart, and this is everything that covers like this, like the week here, wash day here. It'll say like hydration, and then, you know, it'll actually say, you know, oh, do the mask first and then shampoo and then conditioning. And it was very thorough in that. However, in the instructions here, she really does plan it all out. So it is pretty detailed. For me personally, I found myself being a little anxious about, oh, like in between masks, how do I apply it to my roots or just my ends, or do I even put it, you know, in the mid-length section of my hair, you know? So I was just, that was like my main concern. I wasn't sure if I was doing it right. It did end up turning out all okay, you know, it wasn't the end of the world or anything. An additional concern was my hair being too greasy, or there being a lot of buildup in between wash days, and the main contributing factor to that was the Innate Life leave-in conditioner. So I used it daily. This is not the original bottle in which it arrived. The original bottle, for some reason, actually broke. So now I'm struggling with this little spray bottle that I got for like $1 at Giant Eagle. But I'll say the leave-in conditioner is sufficient. I give it personally 3 stars because it made my hair feel oily and greasy. Maybe I was just applying too much, or maybe, you know, it was too little. Maybe it was a human error kind of problem, but I just found that it wasn't great for my hair. I did notice that it did moisturize my hair. I'm fine with using it again. And I am going to use it until I don't have any more, because I don't think it's terrible, but I'll definitely give you a better and more thorough review after I've used it after a long time. So another challenge I faced was the fermented rice water rinse, and I found that it severely dried out my hair. I think the specificity and details was really lacking with just this part, because I didn't know how long to leave on the rinse. I didn't know where to apply the rinse on my hair. I didn't know if I was cooking the rice water or fermenting it correctly. I did end up looking not only on Mariana's Instagram, because she provided the link to me, but I ended up looking on different channels and Instagram accounts, and just, you know, I just Googled what do you do. So that wasn't as bad. One thing about Mariana is I have been communicating with her through Instagram. She has been super helpful. I asked about this particular problem, and within 36 hours, she was right on top of the solutions. So one thing I did want to mention is that there are actually two hair products that I did not include on this schedule, because I found that money happened to be a big contributing factor as to why I didn't. So I did not buy the scalp exfoliation scrub or the rose elixir from the Innate Life. Reasons being just I need to budget my money a little more. So I do want to say that I will be doing a review on the rose elixir from the Innate Life, because I did order it. I just said fuck it and I said order it. So I did. And then, so I'm going to be using that in the next one, and I'll definitely let you know how that is. But to substitute that, I applied my own DIY nutrition / hydration mask, which is basically just argan oil, castor oil, and coconut oil. So I found that that really does help with sort of being a protectant, especially before going out. I used the Innate Life leave-in conditioner as well as my nutrition mask, and I found that really helped. It was a good substitute. Obviously not the best, but it sufficed. So in between wash days, right after the night of wash day, after I washed my hair, I actually put tea tree oil on my scalp. I know that wasn't a part of the schedule, but I thought it couldn't hurt. So what I did was I basically just put a couple drops of this in my hair, and then I just sectioned my hair and lightly massaged the end MVPs of this capillary schedule was the Innate Life scalp treatment. I know you can see it on the website, but I think it's good to sort of like measure how big it is. And I do want to say that for these 4 ounces, it is $32, but I personally think it's worth it. I find that my scalp does feel better and it does feel a lot more hydrated. I do also want to emphasize that whatever hair products, DIY masks you do will last a long time. Like, you don't need to use, a whole gob of this in one go and just, I mean, obviously it does depend on your hair type, how much you have and what your goals are. But from my experience, this tea tree oil, which is 2 ounces, has lasted me at least a month. Another MVP was the Intensive Hydration Mask, which is from Shea Moisture. It has Manuka honey and Mafura oil with fig extract, and I don't know how to say it, boabab oil, sorry. So I used this alone, and I used it sparingly. And the reason is because you don't need to drown your hair or whatever parts of your hair in whatever it is you're trying to apply. Not only is it going to oversaturate your hair, you're just wasting product, because there's only so much that will penetrate the strands and the follicles and actually have an effect. But I definitely noticed a difference with this. My hair after wash day was definitely silkier, smoother, and fuller. I really do like this. Also, it smells really nice. Another big contributing factor to my capillary schedule was the Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. So this is what it looks like. I do want to emphasize that you can get these on the website. However, I highly recommend you go to Walmart or Target or Giant Eagle or something like that. I think these were like $10, but I do want to emphasize that these last a long time. That's something definitely to keep in mind when buying hair products and just like trying them out. So lastly, my reviews on the Calia shampoo and conditioner, purifying shampoo and hydrating conditioner. I really like both of these products. Not only do they smell like super nice, that they're all natural. So I noticed that my hair was a lot silkier and softer, and I also noticed that my ends, when using the conditioner, definitely hydrated my ends a little more. One thing to know is apply the shampoo only to your scalp and the conditioner only to your ends, or the parts that aren't touching your scalp. So everything from here on can be conditioned. And so I left these in for at least 5 minutes. They're not like regular shampoo and conditioner. The shampoo does not lather like regular shampoo or the shampoo that you get from Pantene or whatever. It does spread easily throughout your hair, but you have to work a little more to distribute the shampoo because it does not bubble up and like multiply like regular shampoo. And I noticed that my hair feels healthier, especially my ends. But overall, I recommend all the products and companies that I mentioned, as well as OrganicallyAnna and Mariana, are amazing and super helpful and super kind and beautiful. Another thing is, I really do recommend the capillary schedule. Not only does it just bring a certain sort of routine to my life, but I find that my hair feels better. It's shinier and silkier, softer, fuller. I noticed that I don't have as many split ends. So thank you everyone for watching. I do want to add that I actually am very sorry for not posting as much on Instagram or YouTube. A lot of stuff has been happening. Unfortunately, class sucks. But another huge factor is just mental health. I unfortunately did have to put 2 of my most beloved cats down 2 weeks ago. So that has been quite, damaging to my mental health. And I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, that really severely sucks. So I have been grieving, and I still am. So that's like half the reason why I haven't been, as active on social media or YouTube. But I do intend to be a little more consistent with that now that I have a routine going on and I know what my school schedule looks like. But please let me know if you have any tips for me or if you found my tips helpful. I just find that as a novice person on their own hair journey, I think tips and hacks and whatever are definitely good, so it doesn't seem as overwhelming when starting your hair journey or, tweaking your hair journey. So if you found this helpful, please comment, like, and subscribe, or you can message me on Instagram. So definitely DM me, ask any questions, comments. I am here for you. And definitely tell me what you think of the capillary schedule. Tell me what, your DIYs, your hair products, just like let me know. I want to know all about you. And if you want to know anything about me, just ask. Thank you so much again for watching. Until the next time, take care.